Okay, we are back with some quick math. We are dealing with some functions. This is grade 11 content, but feel free to share this with pure math technical learners. Also grade 11, grade 12 learners, they will all benefit from this. Okay, so yeah, this is a nice question. This question is not simply like very straightforward. So you'll deal with a question where you either have to draw, or you have to determine the equation, or you have to interpret. Okay, this one is nice because you have to do some interpretation. There is some finding the equations like this first one over here. Anything else like that? Okay, but okay, let's get into it. So here we have to find the equation of the parabola. Let's first look at the given information. So here g of x, okay, that's our straight line. We have the equation for that. The equation for the parabola, that's what we need to find. Okay, fg is parallel to the y-axis. Fg is over here, parallel to the y-axis. So that's the same as this 90 degrees over here. So they could have also told us that that is perpendicular to the x-axis. Okay, same thing. A is the turning point. Okay, nice. A is the turning point of that graph. So if you want to determine the equation of a parabola, then there's one of two equations you're going to use. So you're either going to go with f of x equals to a open bracket x minus p close bracket squared plus q. Right, this is our turning point form. I did make a video on this, so go check that out. Or you could also use f of x is equal to a open bracket x minus x1 close bracket x minus x2. Right, so you could possibly use that one as well. This one you're going to use if you have your x-intercepts, right? So these are the x-intercepts. We don't have them yet, so we can't use the second formula. You do have your turning point, so we're going to use the first one, which is our turning point formula. Great. Okay, so let's get rid of this. We don't need it for now. Okay, then what we should already know is that your p and your q value, right, those are our turning points. So p is going to be seen from there and q is going to be there. Great, so let's just go fill those in quickly. Let's see what I want to do here. So we're going to say f of x equals a. We're going to go find later. X also going to find minus the p value is minus 2. Okay, so we're going to have minus 2. This first minus comes from the equation. Okay, the second minus is our p value. Okay, so just take note of that. This is going to be squared and then plus your q value, which is the 25. The 25 goes over there. Okay, so that's nice enough. We can clean this up. The minus can multiply with a minus, so we will have a open bracket x. So now we will have a plus 2 close bracket squared plus 25. Okay, let me maybe just make this comment. So some textbooks will have a plus here instead of a minus. Okay, some textbooks will have the minus, some textbooks will have the plus. I always teach the minus because I want you to know that if you do see a plus, then it's actually a negative p-value, which means your graph shifted left. Okay, so you might see the plus sometimes, but then just know if there is a plus, your p-value is minus, so the graph shifts left when you see a plus. Okay, hopefully you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so we've got our p in, we have our q in. Now the only thing missing is our a value, right? So how many unknowns? One unknown, and if you have one unknown, you need one coordinate. We can't go use that coordinate because we used it for p and q, so we're gonna go use this coordinate, right? So we're gonna substitute that. X is 0 at that coordinate and y is 21. We know that y is our f of x. This whole thing over here is y, so we're gonna say 21 equals a is what we want to find, open bracket 0 plus 2 squared plus our 25. Okay, let's see. Let's take this over. Oh, well, we're going to subtract 25 on both sides, so that's going to be 21 minus 25 on our left. On our right hand side we have a 0 plus 2 is 2, and 2 squared is going to give us a 4. So on our left hand side we have a minus 4, right hand side we have a times 4. We divide both sides with our 4, so a is equal to a negative 1. So we can go put a back in over there, or rather over here. So a is going to go in over there, so f of x is equal to minus 1 x plus 2 squared plus our 25. Okay, great. So if they said just determine the equation, we would be good, because we've got the equation over there, but they want it in quadratic form, so they want it in this form, so we're not done. So we just need to go manipulate some over here. So this part over there, I think I'm gonna go do it on the side there for us. So it's gonna be a x plus 2, and that gets squared, so you're multiplying it with itself. X plus 2 times x plus 2, the x multiplies with the x. Let's make that look like the x's multiply. X multiplies with the x, and then x multiplies with the 2, right? So it's going to be x squared plus 2x, and then the x multiplies with the 2 again, so it's plus 2x, and 2 multiplies with 2, so it's plus 4, and your middle terms are like, so you're going to add them. Okay, for those of you that know how to go straight, we'll say the first one squared, so that's x squared. The last one squared, so that's going to be 2 squared, it's 4. First one times last one, so that's 2x times 2, so that's going to give you 4x. Okay, so if you don't know what I just did there, in order to go straight, then you go do the FOIL thing, which is over here. Okay, and all of this, why is there a square there? Okay, let me just get rid of that square. That's my mistake. We already said that it is 2 squared. Okay, and we need to add 25. So the next thing is our negative is going to multiply in. So this is going to become minus x squared minus 4x. This is going to become a minus 4, and then I'm going to add 25, so that's going to give me a plus 21, right? And that's f of x. So that's the first part of the question. Determine the general equation. We've done that in our quadratic form. Great. I think we'll cut this video there, and in the next video we'll continue.